Okay, let's go for a little ride. Okay, friends. Excuse me. As you can see, this is my first foray out into the local area here. And the thing about it is I'm unfamiliar with the area, so I'm trying to do straight lines. This is a quasi main road, excellent for bicycling, so I'm real happy to discover that. Like I said, this is farm country, okay? So you're not going to be seeing anything too exciting. But I'm pumped to be out here getting my first ride in. You know, the thing about Vietnam is, yeah, you have large main roads that go straight. And it's like, okay, cool. But then if you try to go, you might say, oh, that's a cool road, I'm gonna go down there. And these roads wind and zigzag throughout these villages and areas, and some of them will end up at a dead end. Some of them will swing around and to and fro to where at one point you stop and you go, I have no fucking idea where I'm at. Thank goodness for GPS, which I've already utilized just to kind of get out away from the house and get over to some roads, some stretch of roads that I can go to. I haven't left any breadcrumbs. I've made several turns and zigs and zags, so I'm hoping I can remember my way back. I'm trying to put some landmarks in the dome so that I can work my way back around and through and down yonder to get back home. It's a beautiful day. It's about 86 degrees. I know the humidity's up, but no rain, so good, perfect day for a morning bike ride. I'm not going to go too far because, you know, I mean, I can find my way back home with the GPS. That's not a problem. But here, you know, it's go 5 kilometers, stop and check your GPS. Go 5 kilometers, stop and check your GPS. If you so choose to go around and snake through some of these areas. Now, I'll eventually get to the point where I know all of this like the back of my hand. Before today, I don't want to do anything stupid like get lost and then get frustrated and have to constantly stop to check the GPS to make sure I'm okay. And then it's like, oh shit, low battery. Something like that. You know where I'm coming from. Now, they have a lot of this, particularly out here in the farmland, and it's these massive grave sites. And you can see some of them are like quite elaborate. And some are just plain. And what they do here is they do bury the body 6 feet under, but then they put these like tombs and these marble tombs and headstones on top of that. You know, in America, you know, you might have a headstone, you know, maybe propped up a little bit or maybe flat on the ground to mark the grave. But here they put as you can see, they put everything on top of the grave for family worship, which is one of the awesome things here about Vietnamese culture is you're never forgotten. You know, generation after generation remembers you. And on the anniversary of your death and other occasions, they will come out. I've done this with my wife to her family members that have passed, grandmothers and uncles and grandfathers and things like that. Come out here, particularly before the Lunar New Year, clean the headstones, clean the marble, sweep around everywhere, put some flowers out. and things like that. And just, so you're always going to be remembered out here within that culture. So people will come out, they'll visit the graves before Lunar New Year. This place will be packed with people cleaning up and just visiting and praying and leaving flowers and things like that. So yeah, it's great.
Hello.
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 So I like it. It's all farmland. It's wide open. It's pretty awesome. I saw some cool fishing spots when I first started my journey today. So I'll tell you what, I'm gonna put the phone back on the bike. We'll go down a little ways and then that'll be it. And then there'll be more later. You see the mountains over there. That's that Vietnamese diamond head that I've shown you from the patio of the house. It's reachable by bicycle. Totally reachable. I don't know if I'll get there today or not, but let's go a little further. Bear with me. It's just roads, and look at how the flowers line the roads, all these wildflowers. And I'll tell you, I did a lot of riding in Hoi An, and it was cool, but this is fantastic. I mean, this is really, really awesome. You see the friendly local said hello. That's probably the only word he knows in English, but very friendly, down to earth, man. This is cool. Let's continue. I got to hook the phone back up to the bike holder, the phone holder. So bear with me. Okay, looking good. If you can hear me, I'll say a few more words and then get to pedaling. You can see it's not densely populated, obviously. So riding a bicycle here is not the challenge that it was in Hoi An. Very pleasant, very relaxing. Another thing I notice out here in the farmlands, as opposed to like the city or a more densely populated area like Hoi An or Da Nang, is clean. There's not a bunch of damn garbage around. People here take care of their shit. Try to keep it nice. There's always going to be trash in Vietnam. But it's nice to see that these farm areas are kept a little more together. The reason I stopped is there's some damn giant big fish in this look at this little pond out of the middle of nowhere. There's some big tilapia and big fish in here. Cool little fishing pond. And you need your rubber boots and everything to to get out a little ways over here to stand or sit down and fish. Plop, plop your umbrella. This is totally cool. But yeah, a little bit challenging to get down there, but this is, oh, there's a little duck swimming back there. Cool. I'm gonna make a note of this. I'll be back. Hey, all right. That same guy that said hello. He's a little, how do you say it? Little touched. But I found them to be the friendliest. Now we've come upon a big main road, and I'm not going to go any further because it's not the direction I want to go in, even though, as you can see, once again I'll mention, compared to Hoi An and Da Nang and other places, the traffic is light. There's really little risk riding a bicycle down this road. But I'm gonna head back to the way I came. This road will take you to the mountains, and I can haul ass down this road, but not quite ready for that today. There's a school back here when I came down the road, and you saw the students. Looks like they came over here for like a little picnic or something. I see they got the barbecue fired up, and it looks to me, I'm able to recognize this now. It looks like, or maybe it's just teachers. They look like teachers to me, having themselves a little shindig. Little soccer field right here. Government building past it. This is the little bridge. Had some drought, plus they turned the water off. But you can see there's, when it rains, rainy season, this thing gets filled up. It's a river. But right now, because of the drought, there's just a little trickle coming from somewhere. And then there's some larger body of water there. I see some fish jumping. That's a good sign, a lot of fish. Well, folks, I'm gonna wrap it up for today. I hope you enjoyed this little ride. See, when you are riding a bicycle, you gotta watch out for this shit. Cars and trucks know to stay to the left, motorbikes and bicycles to the right. So you're generally gonna be safe. Just always stay to the right. But these main roads, I would tend to avoid if I can, if possible, and stick to the lesser roads. You may have to zig and zag, but you can always get to the same destination by taking smaller roads and tooling and twisting and weaving your way around, as opposed to jumping on the big road. Sometimes the big road's more advantageous, sometimes not. I sure hope you enjoyed my first bike ride out here. I gotta try to figure out if I remember the way back, so I'm gonna concentrate on that. And have a nice day.